And this is it. That's their episode something. Episode 7, right? Should be 7. And what is today? Well, how about I scroll down on the camera? Today is October 31st. Apparently, end of Act 2 happens today. But where am I in Homestuck? I mean, fast there, this isn't Homestuck. I am currently like I don't even think I'm halfway through Act 2 yet. Like, I don't know. But apparently it goes up in a few hours, not like I'll be able to frickin' watch it. Ooh. Ooh, wait. Hmm? Hold on. Going back. So, they're like, is page 9. Does page 9 still have the thing? Yes. Yes, it does. But, Alright. Oh. More, okay, so they've expanded descriptions and such. Let's page 160. I don't want to reread it on camera, but I might give it a reread sometime in my spare time. I don't know. Pretty cool though. Oh. Oh my. Wait, what's... Oh yeah, that. Hive Swap Act 2 announcements. Anyway, where were we? What do I... Oh, this one, alright. Boop. Alright, right here is where we should go. What's this? Bum bum dun 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 dun. Ah. The Eternal Siren. Might actually have to pause rather quickly. It's like raining here and there's like a tornado watch, I guess. Chances are halfway through I'll have to pause recording. Oh god, I see a bug. Okay, enough getting distracted. Boop. Haven't even started and I'm distracted. Here we go. How are you doing, Jack? You've been electrocuted for like a week. You instantly regret trying to help other people. Poor Jack. Really, all this time to your lonesome and allowing you to think more than act makes you regret a lot of things. The stench of your literal and metaphorical fuming leaves a bitter taste in your mouth that makes you remember a time not too long ago when you owned this joint along with every name and face within it. Which only serves to make you even more upset, because you really aren't one for emotional theatrics. Unless it's from a damn good Broadway number. What you wouldn't give for a snazzy suit and a couple show tunes right about now. And we're back. Just had to feed the cats. Got myself a drink while I was at it. But anyway, Jack requests assistance. How long will it take? As luck would have it, a large hand comes in from the darkness to help you in your time of need. It's Club's deuce, isn't it? Oh. Or maybe not. Oh, right. You momentarily forgot that other people really don't like helping you either. Jack, introduce Hopper. You should have known better than to fall for that ploy. This lady couldn't help the broadside of a barn out of a wet paper bag. That analogy isn't pretty, but neither are you right this second. You think she knocked a couple of fillings tight, and she is laughing at you really loudly because of this. The exonerated executor is basically your zookeeper. Or at least she would be if she wasn't a caged monkey with innate need to fling her shit around whenever the moment strikes. She used to be like you, but her crimes were less white-collar and more no-collar from what you know, which really isn't much outside of situations like this one, which happens often. Basically, she paid her debt to society somehow, and now the Queen looks to her as the only one who can keep you in check. In a roundabout sense, you sort of respect her for consistently sticking it to you without fear, which you really need to stop doing. Jack, fake your way out of this. You immediately start to pulling a few reasons you've saved up your ass for this occasion. You've had time to really try and hard sell this one, but CD really pulled off much better dough eyes than you ever could. She probably came because the authority regulator around your ankle knew you were doing a little too many jabbing motions and simply be picking up trash. You try and play to that alibi, saying it was a cramp. A really arms thrust-worthy cramp. She doesn't buy what basically becomes your fox and passing Kansas City shuffle, and doesn't really seem to mind the infraction. Said she had to come here anyways for some urgent business. The higher-ups are heading to the Golden Kingdom's courthouse. Something about what to do in regards to it. You ask what it is. She says the shield. You say, oh. She says, yeah. And you go where she goes. Jack, resist. Resist, Jack, resist! You uncharacteristically can't. The sad truth is that you tried before over and over and over again. Not once have you managed to slip through the cracks. You would need something big, even bigger than her, as a plan to get yourself out of this enforced retirement. You're so sick of feeling washed up, you would rather drown yourself in the mop water you're forced to make at this point. There is no worse punishment than the one that you face. You've been here a long time, though, and you don't give in. They could keep you in here for the rest of eternity, and you would still gnaw at the wounded leg of this ward with a gummed mouth. As you are dragged along, though, you see something begin to shift above you. In all your time, you've never seen this happen before. Perhaps this means change will come sooner than you thought. Archjack. So, it's starting to break already, huh? But, wait a second. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I think these must be like the blank lands or something. I don't know. What are those white orbs? Oh well. Architect, reach checkpoints. Come on, let's go. Surprise! I told you you would see me again! You aren't looking this way, but hearing is just another form of seeing, so Oh my god. When you said we would meet again, I assumed you meant near the end of this whole charade, or after the checkpoint you give me some more information. Saying, see you next time doesn't count when no time has passed. You never left in the first place. How did you see me? I was already seeing you! I have ears in the back of my head. Oh, that makes sense. Well, since you are here... I found something I can see clearly up ahead. I'm assuming it's a checkpoint, but I'm also assuming it isn't supposed to be smoking and glowing, right? Oh, yay, gotta pause. It has been like 2 or 3 hours. I'm reading this on Halloween, so Halloween things happened. The update probably happened, didn't it? No, it didn't. I thought the update would happen around this time, but okay. Anyway, where were we? I found something I can see clearly up ahead. I'm assuming it's a checkpoint, but I'm also assuming it isn't supposed to be smoking and glowing, right? No, it is not. Things look really different now all of a sudden. It's all black and white. Tell me about it, but okay, so no welcome bonfire. I think we need to hurry. Why? What's the rush? I mean, it's a little odd, but I just got here. What could they possibly throw my way this early that isn't manageable? No. This really isn't supposed to happen, I promise. Alright, calm down. I told you the first time that I would take care of it, and I will. Let's go. Architect, hurry. What is happening? Okay, it must be bad. That's a dragon! Everything's fucked. What is this? I don't know! When you said there were going to be creatures waiting to kill me, I didn't know it would be this. I thought there would be some low-level underling to show me what I'm supposed to do to move on. This guy is huge and he's destroying everything. It's guy? It's a shifter. That's his name. They lurk in the clouds and change according to the land. They aren't supposed to be here, though. I've never seen one because they hide so good. Maybe something brought it here? I don't care what brought it here. What do I do? Oh boy, pause already. Anyways, while I was AFK earlier, I've been interrupted like at least once every 5 minutes, haven't I? 5 minutes of recording, huh? Anyway, Halloween got cancelled, basically. Not really. But like, so there was a big rainstorm earlier, and there was a tornado warning. It kind of died down before anything really happened, but people were actually trick-or-treating out in the rain, which is surprising. Apparently, trick-or-treating has been postponed to tomorrow, the 1st of November. But still. What? The sounds... Ooh, merge theme. Alright, so anyway, I don't care what brought it here, what do I do? Creator, I'm sorry to interrupt. My name is Lady. I know we have never formally met, but you gave me and everyone else here a name. You let me have a family, a place to live, and that's all gone now. My family is dead, my home is destroyed. Please help us. You're all we have. I don't know if I can. What do you mean you don't know if you can? What? You're an aspect holder, aren't you? What kind of aspect holder doesn't help others? No, please, it's not like that. I want to help, but I just don't know what I could do. I've never done this before. I just didn't know this was going to happen. Oh, so now you're making up excuses? You're just going to let my people die? Hey, knock it off! Give them a chance! He's just taking a fake it all, right? I just... What kind of selfish coward just lets people suffer right in front of him? And what makes you more special above anybody else? I don't know. I don't know. I'm sorry. I didn't want to be here. I didn't want this to happen. It's not my fault. I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. You can always run away? Oh no. I forgot the voice I did for this thing. Oh, this is someone else. Kid Jack! Oh my god, oh god. You don't know these people. There's nothing forcing you to stay here. Yeah, but if you stay, you'll just go through what happened last time again, you know? So just leave. Things will be easier that way. Isn't that all I've done so far, though? What have I offered to anyone I've talked to in the last few hours? The last few sweeps? There's just been so much given to me, and I don't do anything with it. I just stay still. I'm still okay. Audio still recording. I just stay still. Half of the time it's because it feels like I can barely move my body, and the other half it feels like if I even could, I wouldn't want to try because I know nothing I could do would ever be good enough. Even now, I still feel the same, but being stuck standing here and watching it doesn't make me feel any better. It never has. I always keep wanting to do something, anything for anyone, and I just can't move. But those feelings justify it, right? You can't go around fighting all these battles that you didn't even start to begin with. You were just thrust into the situation and you had to accept it. That didn't sound very fair, does it? There's no sense in doing dumb and silly things for people you don't even know in the first place. Heck, these guys aren't even real. There isn't anything to lose here. That doesn't need to be so difficult. It isn't your fault this time. Then why does it feel like it is? I feel like I'm laying these people down. They feel so much more real than I ever expected going into this. So many of them were just dead on the ground before I knew there was anything there in the first place. They all died because I didn't move fast enough. So many things happened because I couldn't make it in time. I'm always too late, and others always have to suffer for it. I don't want this to keep happening. You always told me the same thing, and I always listened to you. Why won't you help me? Maybe we are a little too late, but we could still do something, couldn't we? We could save some of them. Isn't that always what you wanted? Isn't that what we wanted? What we wanted wasn't something we could have. That's why we had to give it up. There wasn't anything we could have done. If you really want to go out there and make yourself more miserable because you don't know when to stop, then I can't do anything about it. Remember, though, it was for the best. It was for everyone. Why are you trying to ruin it now of all times? It isn't that hard. Just leave. Just leave! You're the reason why they're all so unhappy in the first place. You keep picking at wounds that should have healed because you want to go back, because you're selfish. If you just stayed out of their way, then maybe things could have been different. Every single time you think you're going to save someone, all you do is hurt them. And then they hurt you back. So why bother? Just leave. Just leave. Oh god. Just leave! 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 Leave! Just leave! Just leave! Just leave! Creator! 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 What happened to you? Nothing. You wouldn't say anything. Is there something else wrong? No. I know what I'm going to do. You guys just get anybody that you can find away from that thing. I'm going to protect you. I promise. It's time for S Engage. How is this gonna go? Ooh, this song. Time for Moinder. You can do it, Arccheck. My precious babby. Oh god, what? Okay, what? Okay, this is some sort of game illusion, huh? Strife! I think the black and whiteness is reflecting his mental state. Minus 1 HP. Oh my. Oh god. I don't think you should have done that. Oh. Okay. Uh-oh. Ignored. No. Okay, maybe it was good for you to do that, because now that I think about it, crashing into the rocks wouldn't have been very good either. Oh my? Land of growth and gravity. And the veins of disgust. Yes. Kill them. Oh gee. Oh god. You just sliced its... Oh, that's gore. Okay. You did it. Oh hey. New person. Are we just gonna... We're going to ignore that now? You've been sitting here for a while trying to calm down. You think it may have finally worked. You know they all have their reasons and you accept them, but still. Who are you supposed to be? Enter name. It's this person that I was talking to whatever your name was, green person. I'm bad with names. All I can remember is Arccheck, Mert, and... Wait, that's not Mert! But what was your name? I swear I thought I remembered it. Heck. Alright, anyway. Your name is Silvera Amelia, but you much prefer to be called Silva, as it is something your friends have taken a stronger liking towards. Unlike those friends, your time within the social world of Repeton has been relatively brief comparatively. Despite the fact that you attended school like the rest of them, having your knowledge spout pumped full of all the skills necessary to function, the outside world did not take you in for long, leading you to spend a majority of your life caged in a manner you don't like to talk about. Kinda reminds me of the houses from Steven Universe. Because of these factors, you've been left a little socially hindered. Your matefriend has spent a lot of time teaching you the ropes, but you aren't able to grasp at a lot of the lingo your clique tosses around on the reg. You desperately make the attempt regardless, though. You spend a majority of your free time reading throughout your life as an aid to try and see what you missed, giving you a profound knowledge of planetary history and making you a bit of a buff in the process. You also like to give poetry a try when you can, but it tends to wax a little too far on the complex side for your tastes. You are never good at riddles and figures of speech. You have a vested interest in musical theater as you feel it is an art form that understands you, if that makes sense. It sort of wraps you into a security blanket and makes you feel secure to the point where it almost makes you forget why you really like it. You've also done a little bit of playwriting with roles that you've designated to yourself and your friends, but you doubt any of them would enjoy what you made. You aren't ready to sing again yet anyway, so it will just have to wait. Your troll tag is Sanguine Allegory, and you speak in a manner that is a little too soft and sweet. What will you do? I don't know if I'll do the full 100 pages tonight. The first half of this went pretty quickly, but I don't know if I have it in me to go for the second half. But anyway, Silva, find nearest Recupera-kun. You don't have a Recupera-kun, sadly. Oh god, that voice crack. Ooh, Les Miserables. I've heard of that. I still need to actually... Aw, the owl! Ah! Look at that. It's so cute. I wanna pet it. Look at the fluffy tail. You don't have a Recupera-kun, sadly. Super is a luxury way too expensive for you to afford without any sort of corporate work in the strongholds, and your other passions don't bear enough monetary fruit to keep you afloat. Your loot supply runs pretty thin without one of those two options, and if you didn't have the help of a few people in your life, you would essentially have nothing. Corporate stopped sending aid after you reached 6 weeks of AIDS, and you never saw any funding anyways because of your situation. The padded slumber mat makes for a decent enough substitute, but it doesn't quell the overthinking and extreme stress your species deals with on a nightly basis. Frankly, you're just glad to have anything to your name. Silva, look upon feathered friend. It is a very cute one-to-one replica of your Lucis. It is a member of the Strix family, cultivated heavily due to the power of its feathers. Yours is named Cooperi, but she also goes by Coop. Her plush toy was made by your good friend Lyavon. He knew you probably wouldn't want to sleep alone, and she is way too big to fit into your tiny home, so she made this for you. He made okay, so they're freaking huge. But I thought 1-to-1 definite. Okay. I don't. I didn't. Okay, I'm not looking for the math. There. I will find it. Okay. Does not seem to be valid in this situation, but okay. He was definitely right in that it makes the terror of not being able to ever relax while sleeping a little easier. It doesn't really produce the mental results, but it is very good for hugging. Silva, examine historically an accurate poster. This is probably the most popular piece of musical. Oh, look, they have an owl clock. The popular piece of musical theater on your planet. It tells the story of how ancestors living outside the confined walls of society during the Renaissance rose up against the predetermined utopian society they were thrown out of. Their leader, being a man once unknown, now taking great strides to be forgiven, ending with his death against those who struck him down, but ultimately winning the rights for all of your species to be considered equal. It is nowhere near what the truth must be, but considering the lack of information from the general public, you can't really blame the inaccuracies. Plus, it is fiction, even if historical. Fiction breeds happy endings. Fiction gives love and life to those who dared to dream. You've dreamed a dream in times gone by, and you still do as much as you can. Silva, inspect a novel. No! We saw them earlier, didn't we? This was a troll that, like, outside of conversations. This was the one reading the diary of it. Wait, no, I'm thinking of Friendsim, aren't I? Yeah, I'm thinking of Friendsim. Heck. Okay, ignoring my idiotic mistake and novel. Oh, this is one of your absolute favorites. You haven't read it yet. It's your favorite, but you haven't read it, huh? Also, that is not a valid troll name. You look forward to doing so, but even though you wouldn't say it, you have to admit that you kind of don't like the art style. The young troll on the cover sort of looks like he will grow up to be some sort of sociopath, but that's just your special little theory. They really went there. He is a sociopath. It was a cottage-warming gift from Sir Paz. She always means well. Her and Lalonds took a lot of time to build this place for you because they knew you had nowhere else to go. You feel as if you're forever indebted to them. Silva, read table scroll. Mike's still recording, yep. The Phantom of the Opera. Ragtime the musical. Never heard of this. Oh! That's a long synopsis. Synopsis. Oh well. She did you the favor of translating it to current text, but you haven't really been able to focus on reading it with everything going on as much as you've tried. These scrolls belong to an archivist who recorded the many various plights and struggles they faced during their life in the Renaissance. You took them from their original owner after you... No, you don't want to remember that. But they tell the tales of a woman known as the Analyst, who was tossed around as a slave from owner to owner as she was used, beaten, and... Well, you feel as if you can sympathize with her. It's just a really neat thing you have. You don't know why someone is messaging you now, but this distraction is a gift and you will cherish as long as you have all your other ones. Silva, check Scorp. Oh. Ooh, that's a good animation. Hold on, I want to see that again. Huh. Have I... I don't think I've seen this, have I? Yeah. Silva, I am here and I'm on a mission. By every bone in my body, I am coming here to talk to you. And by the power of those bones, you are going to like it. Forget the game, forget the others, and forget the reading. It's me and you now. It will be a hell of a memory-based culinary. We will reminisce together and you will tell me how you are doing right now. Also, did you get my pun? I hope so. It was pretty alright on such short notice. You use your bibliophonic. You turn your bibliophonic back on. It's a great little tool that you use to get your hands on more recent releases, but you feel like there are way too many shops to look into. It's all a little overwhelming, and you wish I could be a little more simple and easy. Your Scorp theme is Showgoer Scoops, and you feel it adequately represents an experience you aren't sure will survive this new age of mediocrity in media. You also have a couple memos lying around in the memo tab that you've been keeping around in case you need to look back at all of the information regarding this game that you're being put into. Some Scorp themes just let you see memos on your friends list, but of course that isn't a common feature, because Scorp is bad and you don't like using it. But it's where everyone else is, and as such, you need to be there. Speaking of, it was Serpaz that messaged you. You kind of wanted it to be someone else if you're being idealistic about it, but this is just fine too. You would never complain about talking to her. Silva? Wait, what's her full name? Silvera, alright. Silva, answer Serpaz. Oh boy. I probably could have waited to read all that, but blah blah blah, hootenanny, pun. I did not, I'm sorry. It's like the sound your listeners makes, hoot hoo. Oh,
Actually, I would classify it more in the realm of, say, something more kinda haka, but it only gets easier to identify when you have been around one for so long, and I liked you a little more. You put in the effort, though. A whole 2 seconds worth. Definitely my best in a while. Hey! Hello, Uvo. That's an owl face. I told you we need to catch up, and with everything going on, I decided to just take the initiative from the ground and huddle it forward until I run back home. Then I will take the opportunity and nurture it as if it were my own baked pre-taught growth, made from the genetic tapestry of my need to keep in contact with you. This all sounds like a very complex series of events. Perhaps it would do us better to actually talk instead of talking about talking. What are you, some kind of story critic? I dabble, Uvu. Everything I said just has so much value, though. I'm moving this proverbial plot forward, full steam ahead. I have a lot to say about dialogue structure, and I would if we had more time to fiddle around. Perhaps more to say than your most pitch-pot of these angry internet dwellers, who feed on harsh and angst-ridden spicy memes that are only epic in the ever-fading context of our hostile internet environment. But little do they know there's nothing more epic than learning. I'm sure you'd make an exceptional teacher if you never say anything like what you just said ever again. Rude, I'm trying my best. Semicolon and semicolon. Oh god, I don't need to do that. You're so confident, just tell me how you're doing then. Don't wait on my dumbass to RSVP for the night 12 Yule passing dinner event. I would, but I'm not good at deciding what to say. I could ask you some questions of the Kickstarter? That would solve the problem, I think. Thank you. Let's keep this fastball moving at top speed then. You get the big questions starting now. Do you ever find the 1 or the 2, maybe even the 3? Goodness gracious, if this means what I think it might, then that's about as big as you can go. So, just 1, and it took a long time for me to say anything. In fact, I think she did most of the talking for me, if I'm being honest. Please tell me I know then. I have to write a whole bit about them just so I can test how worldly fate really deems this gal to be. I'll give you a hint. She makes me see stars. Oh my. Oh no. I knew it! You two have been close since we took you in. I knew the weighing game would end eventually. Still pretty new though. We aren't taking it slow. It is almost textbook in a few ways. Before you ask another big question, no, we have not done anything, and I highly doubt we will soon. But it is still very nice as it is. I'm happy about it. I'll bet the more conventional the better sometimes, dude. Pretty much everyone should avoid being like me. She has been pretty busy tonight, though, for reasons that are obvious. I have been too, though, at least now. I'm still searching through my scrolls to find what Elsie was referring to in her memos. Albion has been translating a few for me every so often, but I am pretty sure I would remember what something like this would have looked like. Sounds to me like she needs to take a couple pages out of your finely tuned playbook. In what regard? The regard of you being a total angel. A what? An angel, an absolute sweetie whose soul must have decided to linger in order to guide those who need it. Just like in all the old stories. I'm sure you know the ones. Seriously, I don't know what Albion would do without you at this point, or me for that matter. Yes, and that's great, and I loved our catch-up time together, but I actually think I really need to go now. Do you have to? Everything's fine, you know that, right? Those very low dots mean you're speculating on the need. I just know it. I didn't think you would still do that so often after you were able to live the life you wanted. You're okay, aren't you? I'm just fine. We can talk more later, I promise. I just really have to go now. Right now. I don't really think you do? Silva? You really need to learn how to let go of yourself sometimes, you know? Don't keep doing this forever like you have been. I don't know what it is this time, and I'm sorry if it was me, but whatever is going on with you will come to pass. No reason being upset about what you can't change. What about Phantom of the Opera? You just have to move past it and stop fussing. That's the best thing you can ever do. But this might actually be good timing on my end. Anyways, I hear something loud outside. Lefty is going apeshit for some reason. This is all really peculiar, honestly. Honestly. See, now I'm getting worried. So at least now I'm feeling what you feel. It's not those weird people that trolled her last episode, right? Just try to get over whatever it is, okay? I will always be here for you if you need me, just like we promised. If forget it ever even happened eventually, I bet. What's happening? Oh no. Sing, my angel of music. You wouldn't want to disappoint everyone, would you? No, you aren't going to let it get to you, not again. You just need to keep distracting yourself. You unfurl the latest scroll and begin reading in the hopes that it quells your thoughts with impassioned words. Please have impassioned words. Sova, read impassioned translation. A rare evening of respite. It is sweet spent living from bindless, but it is from bindles, but it is a valued one indeed. One spent amongst friends. Oh! May the danger yet loom. May our days run thin like the seam in a coat too long tested by the winter's snarl. On nights such as these, our hands warmed by the fire as tonight's hunt crackles on the spit. Spark bugs suffuse the air like low-hanging stars. Nights like these, surrounded by friends, our voices rose alike, as if to say, let them come. What is this song? The Jaggerman turned his catch, a leap mammal doe who had less luck than his skill over the fire. The lime blood passed me her wineskin, and I drank for the joy of freedom. Her chosen stared up at the night sky, still as lost as he was found. Much time passed without a word, and we were all content to drink it in for a time, and let the warmth of the fire burn both before us and the wine in our bellies. I turned, though, to the vivifier, perhaps inspired by Aqua Forte, to request another tale from this figure of legend that sat unreasonably humble before me. She looked less a god and more a dark-eyed luxuriant, which was no detriment to the amount of my attention she commanded. She gave into my whims and told a story from a time when our kind had yet only treaded lightly upon this mortal splendor, and the greatest mountains had not yet worn down to hills by our heavy footsteps and heavier souls. I wonder, will this be the song in the end of act animation? Well, I'm not gonna find out for a few weeks, right? For like 3 weeks after this episode. A young king made the habit of walking amongst the people of his village so as to learn of each subject personally. Every night, upon the king's walks, he would see a frail old woman tending to the same persimmon tree. After many nights of this, he decided to finally break silence and inquire about her craft. You must love the fruit a great deal to spend so many hours ensuring the tree comes to bear, the king opined to the elder troll. The woman held out her palm to offer the great king a fruit from the tree. She smiled as he took a bite and delighted in its rich flavor. It was the most succulent fruit he had tasted in his kingdom. I have not eaten a persimmon since I was but a hatchling, the old woman told the king. My palate cannot tolerate them like it used to. The king was taken aback by such a strange insight. Why force should she rage a tree of no use to her taste with such commitment? This tree belonged to my reddened beloved, O great king, said the peasant woman. She would smile whenever she tasted the fruit. When I let another grow and see the smile of enjoyment upon the face of one sampling its taste, I see a spark of her. And yet she lives on within me. The king was so moved by this troubled tale of pity that he assured the woman that this life and this love would be maintained in perpetuity. He was a truth teller, and the tree was protected by his cord evermore, with new orchards planted all from seeds born from that love. That's adorable. The vivifier, voice clear but soft, told me that all persimmons on our world today come from those seeds, and the story sat warmly in the air, the blazing cinders rising towards the monochromatic sky. I believe there are many capacities in which we are allowed to be loved. I, for the first time, realized that I am feeling that love. Oh. We sustained ourselves with a meager meal and a feast of friendship. Of all life's labor, none sustains a spirit greater than this act of simple devotion. Rumble, rumble, rumble. For once, reading didn't seem to quell the anxiety sunken within you. You can feel your vein puncher quake with a roar that seems to shake your meager abode to its core. Or, wait. You can't imagine what could be making such a racket out there. This section of woodland is hardly even trodden on, and there haven't been any bombs dropped in hundreds of sweeps. You won't be falling for that one again. Maybe Cooper Eye finally came back? You could really use someone who knows what to do right now. Loose Eye can always do that, and it's in their nature. Please be a nice, warm, friendly hug waiting to happen. That jinxed it, it's not going to be. Oh my god! What is that? You don't know if you can hug that. Merit, enter. Ooh. You're trying to, but it has been a long process and a series of events already cut short. Merit, seek guidance. Your guidance is dead. He was fine 20 minutes ago, but suddenly the only Neo-Macrodon left in existence decided that now was the best moment to go extinct. You would say you feel an extreme sense of loss and deep regret, but your bond to him wasn't able to run too deep. He came to you old and wounded and proceeded to laze around while you tried to feed him coconut juice through a straw. But he just kind of stopped after a while. You think the chemicals may have turned his brain so much just being out here. Rest in peace, in peace. You know, back when they were thriving, the species your Lucis comes from used to be a major threat to the Skull Titans. Perhaps this could be why fate is holding you back. The relations between you and Open Face are naturally compromising, even in unrelated moments like this. But that just isn't how fate works here. The truth to your fate is that you fucked around too much, and now the clock fights against you. You could have melted the surrounding ice block and broken the hourglass in a grand metaphor. But you don't have any time left. You wasted it all. Is this class spec seriously going to be a waste of time? Are you serious? If it is, I swear to God, the rogue of mind has begun to lose his patience. He shouts in a mix of desperation and anger at a reviled setup. There are more than a few punches you should be pulling right now, and your relentless facade is almost full to bursting. You languish in a stew of your own slow-cooked juices and shortcomings, heated by the fire of your first failure left uncalculated. You don't know how to handle that. But when a thief can't utilize their aspect for themselves, they take it from others. And they are left unable to question why they have done this. Instead, they move forward and never look back, even if they should.
Excellent use of time, sir. Yes, sir, this is the life. This is that weird coat, isn't it? That's an adult. I will leave you to collect the rest of what's needed. Allow me to ensure the others are more prepared. Be the weird alchemist. Ooh. This is legitimately beautiful. Okay, I was gonna have something from Engage be the thumbnail, but this... I want that to be the thumbnail. You can't be the weird alchemist for reasons unknown. You can, however, momentarily be the corporate heir, unlocking a stronghold built by the bare hands of his bloodline. Wait a second. Wait! So that's how snowbound blood is important. Okay. Alright then. I haven't played past the first volume yet, but I definitely will play more on here when I either when I have time to record it on Wednesday or when I catch up on Vast Error. Anyway, it was designed to keep others from corruption and from pain, but your species was born into pain, and you can only provide support by drowning them in more of it. You will soon own that burden, and you don't know how to prevent it. Albion, connect to Dismas. Hey there, cowboy, it's me, same as I have ever been. Guess it's our time to shine. I'm being connected to you now. Caught up on the other prior chats to ensure that I am up to speed on information, special codes, and the like. And I am heading down to the first floor to ensure I'm closer to the outside since I'm next. Feel no need to reply to any of this for whatever reason you may have. Not exactly chatty. Wow, I guess the claims are true. You're alive and well, but still just as much of an emotional stiff. Fuck, I am so sorry about what happened earlier. Can we pretend that didn't happen? No. And I thought we agreed to drop the youngster codenames you gave us a long ass time ago, citing that we were way too far past that point, and also that it was stupid. I don't know what you're talking about. Do you have such an agreement in writing? And if so, is it notarized and punched in at least triplicate? If not, I could fine you for the injustice of lying, were I to sick a private officer against you for a much larger sum than you would pay. It would be more stupid than the prior arrangement, but I would do it. Well, if we are on the topic of not agreeing with things, I continue to not agree with you not telling me what happened to you earlier. I let you get away with it so much, but what you told me does not make this one of those times. Can I simply just yearn for a past sense of nostalgia? Some other time, star child. I don't think I'd really like to be called that anymore. Oh, so it's okay for you to do it, but it isn't okay for me? No, in this case it's much different, but I don't think you will be able to understand. I don't really think anyone could. I'd like to try. After what happened a few minutes ago, the last thing I want is for something to go unsaid. Well, you don't have to worry about that because we are now joined. Sorry if you're not really a fan of this, but I haven't seen you without the face napkin before. I'm too worn out to feel self-conscious about it. Oh, actually, hang on. What part of you aren't getting out? What part of you aren't getting out? Oh. Oh no. I'm dumb. Oh, actually, hang on. What part of you aren't getting out of this? Did you not comprehend? Get the lush out of your reverb chasms. No, I mean I'm getting some messages. Sure you are. And I'm in critical condition, but you don't hear me complaining about it. Are you? Why? I'll give you exactly 3 guesses and the first 2 start with bullshit. I should have guessed sooner. You would have still been right.
Seriously though, hold on.
Fine, but make it quick.
Oh. Yes?
Grah!
What? Okay. Okay, pause real quick. Okay, where was I? Oh, call. Hello?
Hello, Albion. Do me the...
Oh, wait.
Hello, Albion. Do me the favor, excusing anything my sisters may have typed with you, which you may have found unfavorable. He is still learning. Actually, could you tell him thank you for me, please? I have my hands full and he learns best through affection.
Thank you, Rogi.
Eh!
I'm actually on a bit of a tight schedule right now. What do you need me for?
Simply wondering if you have those texts on the increasing status of entropy that I lent to you.
Oculus, the schedule remains tight. Oh.
You can take pictures if you have to. I just need to make sure my reference compendium is calibrated properly before I go with you all.
What exactly are you planning to do here? This isn't a class trip to the nearby leisure hotel. You aren't expecting to keep all of this, are you?
I have to try at least. So much time and effort was spent on this. It just isn't reasonable to leave it behind. This is all I have keeping me aloft with the smogging winds of change around us. Besides, what if it doesn't all go to plan? What if the planet still needs its research? There's absolutely no proof that this is truly the end for us all. We have a few hundred sweeps until we get there. Perhaps even longer if I can collect myself.
As much as I could say about this, I'll just ask you a more important question in return. Does OC know how you feel about this? The first person you should talk to about this is her. Firstly, because she is your mate sprit. Secondly, because I don't know where those texts are.
I don't want to bother her about my trifles. She has so many of her own problems that it would just be aggravating going from anguish to anguish like that. And close as our bond is, there's something to be said about needing personal space.
There is also such a thing as too much personal space. This is something you're known to give. You don't even come to me unless you need something or want me to pass along a message.
Albion, I haven't felt a single pang of pain. No lack of will, no lack of energy. There have been no withdrawals within me outside of the withdrawal that I am currently having from my life's work. And if my dear had any issue between us, I am more than certain that she would tell me, wouldn't she? I don't appreciate the insinuation that I don't keep tabs on those I hold dear, including yourself. This isn't just my job. This is how I live. No progress beats no grants from corporate to continue as I have been, which leaves me out of purpose and out of any chance to make it. This is all I have.
If this is all you have, then maybe you should reconsider your values.
Excuse me?
I'm just saying that you're more than your work, and you should try to realize that. I must also stress to you, for what seems like the millionth time, this dispensation of aid you need, it isn't a part of our division, but I need to go. Maybe talk to Sylva if you need a friend. She will probably be better about this topic much more than me.
Fine, I will concede that much, but I would like to continue this conversation with you later, if it permits. Might do me well. And also, if you get a second, then, you know.
Yes, the text, I've got it.
Thank you for speaking with me, Rogi, and communication. Erg!
And end the call. Hey, sorry about that. I had to solve some problems. I do that sometimes. It's kind of my thing.
You know, I never thought you were very good at it.
You didn't?
I used to think you were, but most of the problems we have can't really just be solved through calm words and sage advice that smells like lilac.
Didn't you send FF to me for help that once, though? I sent her to you because I actually trust you, and because I knew it would calm her down. But despite my best efforts, she is still an anxious wreck, but like no other troll I've come across. It's kind of like these scars I have. Sure, they don't hurt after I get them, but they are always there. I still hate having to look at them and remember what they came from. Oh yeah, scars. We didn't see that before, did we? Oh. Oh god, your mouth is like half torn up. Okay, that's depressing. You don't solve problems, you make people feel better, and that isn't bad. I know it helped me a lot, so I'd really like to be able to return the favor. Otherwise, how uneven we are is going to eat at me forever. I'll try my best to try and think about it, but it can't happen now like you want. We need to start. You just want to keep making me go lax on my morals just because I can actually breathe calmly around you doesn't mean you get to reach around and snag my determination on getting you to open up a way. If I promise to tell you later, will you let me call you cowboy again? Aww. Well, yes. I knew you would see it my way. Are you ready? No, but let's pretend I am anyways. Can you do me one more favor though? Hmm? Can you find another band-aid in here to give me? My arm is broken. Surpass, check in with Albion. Hey there, Albion. Sorry, I'm sure you're expecting me to respond with a pep in my step, but my pep becomes stepped on rather than the other way around. Oh. Okay, what the fuck is happening here? I hope you're doing okay, though. I have no clue when you have a chance to read, since I think you and Dismas are in the middle of things when I'm writing this, but anyways, I think I might run a bit late. There's something going on outside, and Leslie was screaming up a storm, but now she stopped. I didn't want to think much of it, but I'm too worried to not check now. Not sure if Silva told you this was happening or not from our last conversation. She isn't doing hot right now, I don't think. No idea why. Anyways, I think we still have a while, but I just wanted to let you know. Talk to you again soon, which we should definitely do more often. Bye! Serpaz, find out what all the commotion is. You reclasped your hard hat and start to zip out as fast as you can. You are really hoping nothing else decides to get in your way and keep you from attaining your goals? Well, if those black monsters won't get you now, but the end of the video will. Things are... Oh, this is actually the last song. Might as well keep it playing. There we go. Put you there. Boop. But that's the end of this episode, and also the end of the albums. There's no other album yet. And the update's still not up. Oh wow. So next episode I'm gonna have to figure out some more music or whatever. Oh, ooh, they have a Patreon? Didn't know that. Oh, actually no, I did, didn't I? Oh well. Well, things are getting even more serious than they've already gone, huh? Might as well make the frickin' make the thumbnail. But yeah, thank you for watching. I'm really looking forward to what comes next. But that won't be until next
frickin' next week. But then again, if you're just binge watching the whole series for some reason, next week means nothing cuz it's already out. Alright, so I'm gonna where's the thing? Here. No, I think I have too many freaking things. Alright, but anyway, thank you for watching. I shall be here. I don't know. What am I saying? Thank you for watching. Goodbye.